Hello everyone. This video is about to create a JavaScript to use decision making and looping statement. So in this video we will try to execute three different programs, and so that you will be able to see how we can make decision making, say if else statements and switch case, sorry, and how we can create or use loops in JavaScript. So starting with decision making, first we'll do the greatest of three numbers. Let us first create three variables, say A, B, and C, and let us assign them some values. Say 1, B have 2, and C is having the value 3. Now after this, we will implement the if nested if else, or say we can implement it using else if ladder. We will use else if ladder for this example. So I will write if my variable a is greater than b and a is also greater than c. So in that case we can say that my variable a, whatever value it is holding, so we will directly write a, then my a is the greatest number. Okay, now suppose that if both the condition fails, means a is neither greater than b nor greater than c. That means either b is greater than c or c is greater than b. So we can write else if my b is greater than c, then at that time we can say my c is my b is the greatest number. And if both if and else they fail, means a is neither greater than b and c, and if b is also not greater than c, then we can say that finally your c is the greatest number. So we can write c, variable c is the greatest number. Okay, so let's save it and run it. So here we can see that c, variable c, which is having the value 3, it is printed as the 3 is the greatest number. So this is how we can execute if else or nested if else or else if ladder. Now let's see how we can execute a switch case statement in your JavaScript. Let's eliminate this, and then we will declare one single variable. For this example, say c. We will ask the user to enter a character, enter any character. We will accept it in C. Now here there is no need to write parse int, because whatever user will enter, it will be stored inside C as a string data. Okay, so after accepting the character, we will start with the switch case. We will provide variable c as the expression for the switch case. Now let's write the first case, that is your a. Okay, now we will write it for both small and capital case. So we will write both the case, small a and capital A. So if the user has entered either small a or capital A, then we can write that, we can print that whatever user have entered, that is your c, is a vowel. Okay, so this is the first case. And if it is Not the case means if user has entered something, so we will break from this case. Let's just copy this part, document.write for further use. Now we will write the second case, that is E. Now again, if the expression matches with this case, so we will print E is a vowel. Then we will write break. If not the case, then it will break from this particular case. Or if if it executes this particular case, means if the expression C matches with the case E, then it will print see whatever user has entered is a vowel, and then it will break from the switch case itself. Okay, so that's the use of your break statement. It is used to either exit from a switch case or to exit from a loop. Okay, sorry. So this is the second case. अगर इससे भी match नहीं होगा, then we will write the third case I, and the capital one, capital I. Then document.write. If it matches with the case I, then it will print that I is a vowel, and it will break from the switch case. Then again we will write for O, sorry, capital O. Then document.write break, and the last case U. Okay, so these are all the cases. So first, whatever user has and it is stored inside your C variable, first it will be matched with A. If it matches, then it will print that A is a vowel, and it will break. The control will be exited from the switch case. If it does not match with the first case, then it will match with A subsequently. If it does not matches with any of the previous case. Okay, so at that time we have to write a default case in case the matching of the user entered character, it does not match with any of the cases written above, then your default case will be executed. So here say we will write that whatever user has entered is not a vowel. Okay, and after that we will again break it, save it, and then execute it. Let's see if it runs. First we'll try with the character A. So after entering A, the program executes very correctly. It matches the value A with the first case. Now we will check for one more thing, say I. Again it matches, it says that it is a vowel. Now we will check for some other character that we have not written any case for, and it should execute the default case for the letter M. Okay, so it is executing perfectly. M is not a vowel. Okay, so this is how you execute or implement a switch case inside your JavaScript. Now the last topic for this video is how to implement a looping structure inside your JavaScript. So let's say we have taken the most famous variable, that is your I variable, as a loop variable, and we will implement a for loop for this program. We will just print numbers from 0 to 10 using for loop and see how it executes. So for first we'll initialize the loop variable from 0, then we will provide the condition up to 10 it will execute. So I've written less than equal to. Until my variable is less than or equal to 10, keep executing this loop, and for each iteration I will increment the loop variable with one value. Inside loop we have written document.write, and I will print the variable I. Okay, so this will print all the numbers from 0 to 10 in a single line. Let's save it and let's execute it. See, here it has printed 0 1 2 3 4 up to 10. If you want to put all the numbers or all the digits on a separate line, then we can write plus and we can enter an HTML tag, break line here, save it and execute. Okay, so this is how we can uh, implement or we can create any decision making structure like if else, nested if else, okay, or switch case, and we can also create looping structure in JavaScript. Thank you.